So as you can see, and you probably already know, Bitcoin yesterday had a massive move up, about 5% out of what seemingly came out of nowhere. Hey guys, and welcome back to another JSpizzle Crypto YouTube video. In today's video, I am going to catch you guys up to speed on Bitcoin, altcoin, Bitcoin dominance, and what's gone on over the past few days. There's been a lot of price action, and I know so many of you guys are too busy to sit there and watch 30-minute, 1-hour-long videos every single day. So I'm going to try to sum up what's happened over the past few days in less than 10 minutes. Let's get right on into the chart. So as you can see, and you probably already know, Bitcoin yesterday had a massive move up, about 5% out of what seemingly came out of nowhere. Well, there was a couple things that had happened. At this point, I don't know what the crap you'd call this. It was looking like a bull flag, but it's broke out, it's faked out, it's been all over the place, but you can see it's in accordance with these touches right here. And so this also came after some news that Donald Trump said that over the next decade, with his tariffs, it could reduce the U.S. national debt by $4 trillion, and the market absolutely exploded from that. And actually, more impressive than Bitcoin yesterday was Ethereum. Ethereum had a whopping 16% move up. Technically, by a few dollars, it did hit the all-time high, but there wasn't any follow-through for the day that we hit all-time highs. I mean, the volume was decent, but it wasn't like extra crazy, and again, had no follow-through. And so we're still waiting to have the first real move up into all-time highs. But what's interesting about Ethereum breaking out, guys, and with us being at the prime of the bull market, the full year cycle, the prime being over the next 4 to maybe 5 months, we are seeing for the first time in 10 months since last October, I believe it was. And what's even more interesting than Ethereum breaking out that much is the fact that the Bitcoin dominance has had major follow-through yesterday. We had a huge swing down, a huge. Actually, it was over 1%, an over 1% move. And honestly, guys, that doesn't happen a whole lot. But you can see that we had this line of support, and I was making videos here about it. I was making videos here about the potential fake down that we had, and then we had the follow through. But this is a concrete move down that says absolutely the Bitcoin dominance has reversed. They say the trend is your friend until the end, and you can see the trend was up for a long time. And so now we have finally broken that trend, and we're on our way back down, and that is why the altcoins are blowing up. So this right here, this is the total too. This is all the altcoins minus Bitcoin, okay? And you can see that right here has been a major line of resistance. And right now we are coming back down, and we are retouching this again, which we have done before. Back in, actually, this was just back in early August. We had what we thought was a breakout, but we got faked out. And so now we are trying to see, are we about to go into all-time highs with the total 2? And taking a look at this on the weekly time frame, which is actually even more exciting, we can see that we right now have a candle body at $1.64 trillion on the altcoins. And if we can close this in a day and 6 hours, this would technically mean that we have had a concrete breakout above this line of resistance, where we got resistance back in 2021, but also in the small altcoin market that we had at the end of 2024. So could it be that right now we're about to close this? I mean, this is breaking news type of stuff. Now, anything could happen. You can see we had this major sweep down also even just this week. So anything could happen. Ethereum could go up, I mean, literally a few percent. Literally just a few percent. And it would smash it concretely into all-time highs, and this chart would explode. Or we could have a pullback. But it's looking pretty strong right now, guys, I gotta say. Only time can tell, though. And then we have the total 3. Now, this is all the altcoins put together, minus Bitcoin, minus Ethereum. I look at this chart every single day because this is what tells us what is going to give us the major altcoin season that we want. This is the chart that tells us when are we going to make the big money with the alts, with our favorite altcoins, the ones that we think are going to do a 10, 20, 30x this bull cycle. And you can see that we still have some progression to do before we talk about hitting any all-time highs. But you can see we are fighting this right now. We've been fighting this for a month and a half. We've been fighting for this line of resistance. We've been fighting it hard. And so are we about to say, you know what? This is now support. Is the chart saying we're not going to come below here ever again? Or at least in the short term before we go into the bull cycle? Or are we going to have some of those retests? But guys, we're really not that far away. We're what is it? An 8% move away to test the all-time high, a 9 or 10% move to say concretely that we're going to have a concrete breakout into all-time highs. Well, does that sound too crazy, or is that something that we've already been seeing in terms of 1 week moves, times in the past month and a half? Again, guys, only time can tell, but this is what the charts are telling us right now. Anytime that we get a swing down, it gets bought right back up. The market's very bullish. The bears are losing. The bears have tried. They've tried to come back down here to this W breakout that we charted. They've tried. We had the retest, we had the breakout, and now technically last week we had a candle body come above here where we did, and it wasn't very concrete. But I think right now we may test it again to have a concrete breakout. We have Solana right now also above major lines of resistance. Major. We look like we may be going back into all-time highs very, very soon. Look what happened back here. We had the same line of resistance, the very, very same one. And Solana broke above it. And when it finally did, it had a major rally going 43% up into the all-time highs. It ended up coming back down and retesting it and had another all-time high, but that was because of the Trump meme coin. So could it be right now that we're about to have that 43% move up and going to see some of the high 200s? Well, guys, I think if that happens with all the indicators saying the altcoin season is here, I really think that we're going to see some higher numbers, some much, much higher numbers. But alrighty, guys, that's all I have. I promise to try to make this video under 10 minutes for you guys, just to catch you up on what's been going on, because I know everyone has busy lives, and sometimes just a quick summary of what's been going on, just to update people on their day-to-day work lives and family lives and things like that, will help a lot. But anyways, that's all I have for today, guys. God bless you guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.